Welcome to Booze and Glues, a justifiable excuse for two friends to spend time together, cross crafts off their to-do list, and, of course, drink. With glue guns and wine glasses at the ready, join Jessye Shepherd and Tabitha Davis as they attempt to simultaneously chat, craft, chug and charm. Will they consume alcohol? Definitely. Will they actually accomplish anything? Debatably. Will they bitch and complain? Inevitably. Will it be a bloody good time? Absolutely. And if things don't turn out just as planned, well, that's okay too. Because booze.
And if you want to know what we're talking about, we're making garage... Are we recording?
Yes.
Okay. We're making garage sale signs.
Welcome to Booze and Glues.
I'm Jessye.
I'm Tab. Brad's over there.
I'm Brad.
We're loving life.
We are
Taking names.
kicking ass. Is that the rest of that sentence?
Putting a finger in our butts.
Okay. I'm not doing that.
I'm funny, actually.
You're funny, actually?
I've noticed lately that I'm
How
really
funny you I notice how funny I am, too. And other people don't seem to appreciate it. I don't understand.
I don't know. I was pretty funny on my golf trip. Everybody was like, you're so funny. And I was like, tell my husband.
That's what same. I'm sitting there, just cracking jokes. We'll be, watching something, whatever. We were driving. I'm, saying smart-ass shit about everything. Adam's just, straight-faced. I'm like,
Everybody else
excuse
thinks
me?
I'm funny.
I'm hilarious. Why aren't you laughing?
I mean, even in our vows, Blake said something like, you're kind of funny, but we both know I'm the funny one.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is that necessary to say in your vows to tell me you're going to love me for the rest of your life?
Even though you're not as funny as me.
And I like you as much as cheese.
He's
He's never going to live that down.
Yeah. That was some good work. So.
And this comes weeks after, I think, one of our podcasts where I said how great of a card picker he was.
Yeah. He always picked really funny ones and really great ones. And then you were like, what? Maybe you hyped it up so much in your mind that
could be.
when you got it, you were like, this is not as great as I was expecting. Yeah, so I'm trying to get rid of all my shit.
She's selling it to the masses.
Yeah. Not quite all of it.
Trying to get some quarters.
What I should have done was watched a shit ton of Marie Kondo first.
Yeah.
And then got real excited about cleaning stuff out because I was only kind of excited about cleaning stuff out. And
so you don't think you've gotten rid of everything you wanted to?
No, but I almost feel like I needed to do an initial purge.
Okay.
To just really kind of set the tone and get through some of it.
Yeah.
And then I can go back and really reevaluate things.
Well, and you've got to just take everything out.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
If you're going to do a closet, you just take everything out of the closet.
That I do. When I clean that closet out, I take everything out. It encompasses this entire room. It's a disaster, and it's days of work.
It's always worse before it gets better.
Yes. But we get there. So I've been attempting to get some of that going, and I've been redecorating the house. So I'm going to try to get rid of a bunch of stuff. My sister-in-law lives in a complex, condo complex or duplexes. So she can't have a yard sale. So she's going to come over and bring all her shit, and we're going to have a joint one.
And then do you have a plan to just load it up in a truck and bring it to the Goodwills when you're done?
Well, we don't have a truck. Well, my dad has a truck I could borrow, I guess. I usually have the whole thing, and then whatever's left there, I put a nice sign, free. And then I just go inside and close all my windows so people don't have to worry that I'm watching them take stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. And then if there's still stuff left over, it can go to Goodwill. Or I throw it away if it's not good enough.
Great.
I mean, I try not to put anything in a garage sale that's not good enough to go to Goodwill.
Yeah.
But
Sometimes my mom even tries to donate stuff to Goodwill. I'm like, Mom, you used that.
Yeah.
To its full extent.
It's done.
Nobody wants that. You don't have to donate that.
Yes. But it's very reduce, reuse, recycle, right?
Yes.
A lot of it is like I have all these things that I've collected for crafts. And then I think that unless somebody else wants them for craft things, taking them to Goodwill, it's like, what am I going to do with this? This is like the base of a lamp. And I'm like, ooh, I know exactly what I'll do with this, you know.
But you just never did it.
And then I never did it. Or I did, but I have like 3 lamp parts and I only made one of them. And yeah. So somebody else might look at it and go, ooh, I'm going to do a project with that. Like I do when I'm at garage sales.
Yeah, you do. That's why you should not go to garage sales as often as you do.
It's really fun. I was talking about having my garage sale, and literally in the middle of my sentence, I was like, I can't wait till they start having garage sales again.
Well, I'm gonna try to stop by.
All right.
In the middle of my fence building.
Oh, that's right.
I'll do it before work.
First sunny day. Brad's going to be the early bird knocking on the door.
It's 7:01.
We're going to write on these signs, no early birds. None.
Early birds
will
not
be shot.
Get the garage sale sales.
Too much?
And I am a hunter.
Early birds pay extra. Early birds must bring Starbucks.
Early bird special plus $5 on any price you see.
Yeah, I don't like that when people show up and are like trying to go through your stuff while you're still setting it up. It's like, leave me alone. I don't know. I already am like, I need to be out setting stuff up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and that just sounds so bad.
I'm just way too lazy to have a garage sale.
You
I don't
know,
think that's something I will ever have.
there have been, I like having garage. Like, I always enjoyed it, and it was fun. And like, I would have them with a friend or something, and we'd hang out, and it would be like an enjoyable experience. And actually, my best friend and I bonded over. That's like how the first time we ever hung out was at she was having a garage sale, and I came and hung out with her.
Okay.
But the older I get, like, the less I feel I have time for stuff.
Yeah.
Which is why it's going to be like, look, show up on Saturday between 7 and 12, or we won't be there. I'm not having it take over my whole weekend.
No.
But I
Do you
felt
feel like the return that you get is like good enough?
Depending. I mean, I think the fact of us having it together, though, there's going to be like enough stuff, and they have some like big items that they want to sell, and I have a lot of like art and decor and stuff that I figure I'll get like something for, but
Yeah.
no,
Do you
probably
have any
not.
chairs and a little table?
The chair I already gave away. Actually, I bartered it.
Okay.
And I don't have a little table. But we can talk more about that later. Because I could have a little table. If I get rid of one of my little tables and get a new one. Anyway, so Jessye has gorgeous handwriting, as I'm sure you all know by now. So she's going to make these fabulous garage sale signs. I'm also going to help. That is our craft for the night because...
I already made one that says POW.
Yes, it does. It
Per
looks like
Brad's suggestion.
a little comic.
Yes.
Because
Thank
guess
you.
who else is here tonight, guys?
Oh, he already introduced himself. He got to talk twice.
Yay.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wow, you say the most unprofound things. I just didn't even remember that you talked.
I said my name.
I couldn't roast you for 2.5 weeks, so it's all coming out.
Oh,
Just a
yes.
vomit.
Jessye just got back from international travel.
Like, hugely international.
Like, as international as you can get.
Pretty much. As in, the United Arab Emirates,
That's
which
wild.
is quite the country name.
And now we have a lifetime supply of hump day pictures
Yeah.
with camels.
I will not post one every Wednesday, but it might be close because I rode a fucking camel.
And you have lots of camel pictures.
Do have lots of camel pictures.
So I think that's fair. I mean, just slowly dole them out.
Yep. And the
Good stuff.
consensus when I posted a picture this week and said, can I post camel pictures on Wednesday for eternity or when will that get old? Everybody that commented said, please do.
Yeah,
So I'm like, the people want it.
they do. The people definitely want it.
People, I want to give the people what they need.
Yes. They ask, I have to deliver. I mean,
Yes. Well, besides camel pictures, what else? What else came out of this trip?
just like so exhausting. It was 24/7.
Should we remind everyone that you went with the Special
So
Olympics?
I volunteered at Special Olympics, and I went as part of the USA golf team, playing as a unified partner with one of the athletes. And there was 24 of us that were a part of the USA golf bit. And it's okay. Y'all know me, and if you don't,
You're about
don't.
to.
I'm not like a people lover.
Yes.
And most people annoy the actual crap out of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't handle it. The fact that I was on a trip for 2.5 weeks, 24/7, with the same 24 people, and I didn't kill anybody
Yeah, it's significant.
is insane. And I had conversations with like a couple of the other people like the whole time, and I'm like, I don't think I could do this with my husband. Like the fact that
no.
we are all like making this work and loving each other
Yeah.
is the coolest thing.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I still get annoyed sometimes, okay? I'm only human. Like one lady,
She's going to spill the tea.
one lady every single meal complained about everything that she was eating. This was too cold, and this was too bland, and this was too this, and this was too that. And I'm like, lady, just eat your food.
Yeah. Especially when it's somewhat beyond your control. Like, you need sustenance.
And I think America's the only country that like drinks their water cold.
Yes, we definitely are.
And so I got so sick of
Lukewarm
lukewarm water.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, all the athletes were just so great. My favorite was my favorite. I shouldn't really say that, but he's got to be my favorite. His name is William, and he like loves to cook, and he wants to own a restaurant someday called William's Place. So
Aw.
when that's open, everybody goes. And his slogan is breakfast, lunch, and hugs, and the hugs are free.
I will definitely go.
Yeah, I told him. I said, let me know. I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll go to Austin. It'll be in Pflugerville, technically, in Texas.
That's a place? That's a real place?
Yeah, it's PFLUG or something.
Pflugerville?
Pflugerville. That's where he lives.
Wow. That's amazing.
Speaking of Texas, there's a city there called
Dallas.
Austin.
No, it's like Spring River or something. I don't know what it's called.
Okay.
Something like water related. It's apparently close to where these people from Texas live. And it's also where they make Tito's vodka.
Okay.
And there's people that are trying to change the name of the town and name it after the founding father of this place. They're trying to change the name to Pound Town.
Okay.
And so we all like died laughing once they like read us this article. And I was like, I don't think you guys understand. My husband loves Tito's. And if we can go to
Pound.
to Pound Town to tour the Tito's headquarters distillery. What is it called? Is it a distillery when it's vodka?
I think so.
It's still a distillery.
I'm like, I think he'd probably have the best trip of his life in Pound Town.
That's great.
So, will it go through? I don't know.
Well, I'm just thinking that Tito's might not be super excited if they have some, like, bottled in, something that sounds so nice and clean and refreshing, Springwater, Texas, or whatever, and it's like, that's
I don't
their
know.
thing.
If I were
and
a
now
vodka
they say
brand and somebody
bottled in
said,
Pound Town.
I think it's a selling point.
Tito's is handmade too. They could say handmade in Pound Town.
This will take you to Pound Town.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so that was a pretty good little story.
Highlight of the trip.
Highlight of the trip. Yeah, that was the best moment that I had. No, actually, probably the best moment. Okay, this is the best story. So, William can't go on roller coasters. So we're at this theme park, and they have this like little kids like place with a bunch of slides and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So he crawled up this whole, like rope ladder to get to this slide. We're all like outside because they don't let anybody. He's not a child. He's 22 or something.
Yeah.
So this guy, he wasn't even supposed to be in there.
Right.
So this guy's like following him. We're all watching from outside, and his unified partner and his coach were in there with him.
Don't get arrested.
They're at the bottom of the slide, and so he's like about to go down the slide. He goes in, and he doesn't come out. And then the two people that were in there with him are like literally buckled over, like laughing at the end of the slide. None of us have any idea what's going on. We just know William is missing.
Right.
And then so then all of a sudden he just whoop, shoots out the bottom of it, and they're dying laughing, and they come over and they said that they're like at the end of the slide, they hear William start sliding down, and then all of a sudden just hear like stop. And then so William's from Texas, he's got a cute, like a little bit of an accent, and he just goes, "That's weird."
Wait, did he just put his hands and legs out? And
He just got stuck in there. I have no idea.
Well, I mean, he's a 22-year-old man, and it's a child slide.
And he says, "That's weird."
And then he's just in limbo, and nobody knows what's going on. Oh, it's amazing.
So like, and that was pretty much towards the beginning of the trip. So they're like the whole time when anything like funny would happen or whatever, everybody would just go, "That's weird."
That's cute.
It was the best.
How funny. Oh my goodness. Well, you shared lots of pictures with us, and it looked like a super fun time.
It was.
And like lots of interesting sights and new experiences and all good things.
It was great.
Yeah.
I got a participation ribbon.
Congratulations.
I just can't say it.
Where are you going to put it, Jessye?
Mine is hanging up in my office.
Oh, I like it.
Because I see that more.
Will you send me a picture?
I will send you a picture.
Are you going to frame it?
I'm not, well, I might put it in, like a shadow box or something,
Yeah.
but I'm
That's
like,
what I was
that seems
thinking.
kind of extra, but
What if you put it in a shadow box, like with some pictures from
Right.
the trip,
yeah.
and
There
then
you go.
and then people aren't like, oh, you have an Olympic participation ribbon. They can see like, oh, here's me and the people on the trip, and this is what's going on.
It's so funny because one of my coworkers, because I've had this conversation with her a million times about our kids and if they ever get participation trophies.
Right.
And we've talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer in no participation trophies.
Give me that thing. I'm gonna smash it on the ground in front of you. Do better next time.
But I'm like, I mean, obviously I feel a little bit differently about the situation.
Yes, it is very different.
It's not just like some random soccer league and we got
Right.
last place.
No, it's not like, hey, I paid $50 to show up on a bunch of Saturdays to play this sport, and now our team really sucked, so I'm gonna get a tiny trophy for it.
Yeah, there's a difference in your local team sport and being the worst at it and getting a participation, and you being in the Olympics and getting the worst possible thing and still get a participation rate. I mean,
Yeah.
you're the best of the worst of the best, I guess.
The worst.
You are the worst of the best.
That's the way to look at it.
We weren't even the worst. We just got sick.
It just happened. Yeah. Well, such is life.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna keep that participation
I
trophy.
certainly would.
But when I have kids, I'm gonna hide it, because if I ever have to throw one of theirs away and they're like, "Mom, you have a participation trophy."
Well, then you could just say, I went to the Olympics.
Right.
Did you?
Yeah. You can keep a participation ribbon when you go to the Olympics.
Oh, I got
My
the
goodness.
coolest jacket. So everybody like trades their clothes at closing ceremonies.
Oh, really?
And I got the coolest jacket ever. I traded my huge one.
I have a question.
Yeah.
People want USA jackets?
Oh, so bad.
Oh, okay.
We are like the most highly sought after.
Are we?
I can't even explain. People freaking love us, okay?
Okay.
And
I'm surprised. I mean,
no,
honestly.
I didn't get to meet any Syrian people because, my Sandra's Syrian,
Yeah.
and I was like, it'd be kind of cool because everybody trades pins and stuff too, and I
Yeah.
wanted a Syrian pin, but they didn't bring pins, and
Like it's Disneyland.
Trading cards?
but yeah, so I never even got to meet any of them. None of them were on the golf team or anything, so that was kind of a bummer. But
Oh, bummer.
it was like, I think the coolest thing
Maybe
about
golf isn't the most popular sport in the desert.
that could very well be.
Everything's just a sand trap.
Yeah.
It's one giant sand trap.
Well, and honestly,
That's not a green, it's a mirage.
that's in your head, sweetie.
They don't have golf carts, they got camels. It's really hard to get on and off with your clubs.
But like my suggestion for people, if you can make it happen, I'm not saying go to any Arab country because some of them are scarier than the UAE.
Right.
But go to the UAE if you can. It's the safest country in the world. I mean, they
Okay.
monitor every conversation you have on the phone, so you got to be careful. But it's
I
safe.
would get arrested.
It's safe. It's clean. And honestly, they're the nicest people I've ever met ever in my whole entire life. And I think Americans should go there because it's just
We
a
could-
big fat slap in the face
Yeah,
that
take
not
a
all
note.
Muslim people
Yeah.
are the worst people ever. They're actually some of the best people you'll ever meet.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just really, that's I think what was cool about the whole situation is just like, it's literally all these countries getting together and nobody's
Fighting or...
talking about politics
Yeah.
and
Yeah. No, it is nice. And I mean, that's the whole thing with any Olympics is that it's the idea that at the base level, we're all just people
Yeah.
and, we can get along. And
Mm-hmm.
when you take away,
All
lines
the
in the
crap.
sand that we've drawn, borders and whatever, and you take money out of it and everything, like there isn't anything to fight over.
yeah, don't get me wrong, there's still politics. Like one, because the second lady, Karen Pence, was there.
Mm-hmm.
She's obviously Republican, and Special Olympics is a very democratic organization.
Are they, I mean, Democratic as in like have affiliation with the Democratic Party?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's started by the Kennedys.
Okay.
And
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
like somebody made the comment like, it's great that she's here since it's a democratic organization. I'm like, just shut up. she's the president, and it's like, I mean, she's not the president, she's
Yeah.
the vice president's wife. I'm
What she is a representative,
like, of the
it took me
country.
to get that word out, of our nation, supporting our nation.
Right.
Like, stop with the stuff. It's so annoying. I know.
Yeah, I'm just like, why was
So
that
frustrating.
comment even necessary? Let's move on.
So I listened to, have you listened to Conan's podcast at all yet?
No, and I need to.
I-
And I've been on a podcast since I got back. I've literally listened to like just Dax
Yeah.
24/7.
So Conan, I love and adore and always have. Like
He's
from
the best.
his first late night show all the way through. Like whatever he does, I'm like, yes. But I'm old now. So
Older.
I go to bed earlier.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not true. What it is I'm responsible now.
Mhm,
Late
there
night
you
shows are my favorite thing.
I know, but they're so late.
go.
And I have to
DVR.
get up early.
There is, on demand.
I know, but it's also a format of a show that's on every single night, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I don't have that many hours to watch it. And so I follow them on social media and I watch clips and stuff, and that's pretty much like all I get. But so when I found Conan's podcast, I was so excited because I'm like, yay, I get to like listen to Conan and everything, but I can like be
Do it
doing other
whenever you
things.
want,
Yeah,
yeah.
be driving, be doing what, amongst my daily activities. And I absolutely love it. It's so great because it's, him and he's goofy and adorable. And then it's like kind of the format that his show is going to be now, where it's like one in-depth interview.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been pretty cool to like listen to it because I think it'll be neat to watch the show like that. But recently he had Michelle Obama on, and their conversation was so great.
I mean, he's a super smart dude.
Oh yeah, he is like crazy smart. Like he always like makes fun of himself and acts all derpy, but it's like he's
Yeah.
incredibly intelligent.
And that's why I liked listening to him. I liked his podcast with Armchair Expert because, like, he takes away that character a little bit, which, don't get me wrong, I love the character.
Yeah.
It's so him. But it was just kind of nice to just...
Well, when you
him
hear
and-
him start to, like, talk about something he's excited about, that's, like, outside of comedy or whatever, it's like you kind of get a different glimpse of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
No brag. Saw him once. Comic-Con.
shut up, Brad. Was he as glorious in person as I imagined him to be?
Yep. And just as funny, too.
I just want to run my fingers through his thick,
He's got
lustrous
great
hair.
He's got such great hair.
I love me some gingers.
Better.
Yeah, that's say. You're surrounded by them.
On purpose. You don't think I sought out that DNA? Like, I legit am attracted to
That's
gingers.
why you got married so fast and started procreating so quickly. You're like, I found him.
so quickly.
This
We were
guy's
together for 7 years before we had
But
kids.
you were pretty
I was young. Yeah, I was pretty young. But no, I like swear to God, there is something in me that is just like attracted to pasty guys with red hair. And even if like they don't have red hair, like, and I won't know this, but then their beard will grow out and it'll be red. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, you do have Adam, huh?
Adam's a ginger beard.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many guys I've like dated, or even just people I'm friends with, like in women too. I'm like, you're my best friend. Like, come here, you.
You have a ginger beard.
The freckled. I'm like, we're same.
I have freckles, but not red hair.
What? I love that. But it's something I don't
Except
know.
for, look at what my freckles are doing these days. Everybody tells me that like my makeup is weird, or that like my mom's always asking me if my forehead's dirty. Nope, it's freckles.
Oh, well.
And I don't wear like full coverage makeup, so and I'm not gonna start.
Do you wear sunscreen?
I should do that
I
probably.
was about to say that, yeah.
You want to know the biggest issue? Is
I mean, I have stock in the stuff.
my biggest issue is that I'm always doing this because like I'm always like, what the actual fuck's wrong with you? And
Yeah.
so my freckles are all one when my face is like this, but when I'm like this, they're separated. I'm literally scowling most of my life.
Yeah. No, I feel like I have the same look on my face. Like, just, I'm skeptical of everything.
A resting bitch face is, I think, what the kids are calling it these days.
No.
That takes less effort.
Yeah, resting bitch face is just like slack. I
I
look
like
like I'm pissed.
Active bitch face.
I think we more look like we're slightly puzzled and slightly annoyed. Like, that's how I'm like looking
For me,
at you.
I'm slightly puzzled and super annoyed. Let's be honest.
My mom always used to tease me because I do the like one eyebrow up thing. And she always would tease me because she said I got it from Hope Brady off of Days of Our Lives.
Oh, gosh.
Because my dad watched it when I was a kid and I would watch it with him. And I do. I like, when something's going on, I just one eyebrow way the heck up.
And I love that when you try really hard, you can't really quite do it.
No, it just
but it's
happens.
so natural when it happens.
Yeah. Well, I think you should wear some sunscreen. Yes.
I know I should.
I wear sunscreen every single day, not just on my face.
I know I'm not very good at that.
And it shows.
Speaking of,
Because I'm
armchair
white
expert
as fuck.
in New Girl, Jake Johnson was on it.
I
Loved
haven't
that
listened
one.
to it yet. I saw it and I was so excited. I love him so much.
Also, I loved the Gwyneth Paltrow one. I just love that.
I haven't listened to the Gwyneth Paltrow one and I don't want to.
I didn't think I did either, but it made me kind of happy.
It was okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you not love her?
Did she push goop on anyone?
They talked about Goop, but she didn't push it.
I just can't. It is just the worst form. It makes me so angry.
Well, and I think my favorite, because I still haven't even looked it up. I don't even know what it is. But at the very end, Dax said something about how he just gets excited when he sees people like doing what they're passionate about.
Right.
And he told her, he's like you. He's like, I don't even have to agree with anything. Like, I'm never going to eat like you eat. I'm never going to do the things you do, but it's fun for me to watch you be excited about it.
Yeah. You do you, girl. I'll be over here having a quarter pounder with bacon.
Yep.
Yeah. There is something in me, and I think it's like working in the medical profession. I've always been interested in medicine. Like, I mean.
Oh, is she anti-medicine?
No.
Like I said, I
But-
haven't looked it up.
Any person who is like pushing something that like is as curative that has no fucking value to humans and is making people spend their money. I mean, not making them, but they're advertising it in a way that it's like, this is going to help you.
Yeah.
And then people spend their money on things that it's magical thinking.
Right.
Like, and it just irritates me.
Okay, I get it. Yeah. I'll have to look it up, see what it is.
I mean, it's like people who are like, oh, if you do all this, blah, 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 and come to this clinic and I'll cure your cancer. It's like, fuck you.
Nobody can cure cancer.
I mean,
What's like
Yeah.
that one?
they can
there's,
treat cancer, but like, so you're going to take this person, take all their money, the last years of their life, put them through all this stuff, take them away from their family, usually causes a bunch of drama,
Yeah.
and over bullshit.
Yeah. Well, there's one guy in town that's like a massage therapist or something. He's got all
Does he
these.
massage your cancer away?
Well, no, he's got all these hippie things. But like, my dad still doesn't even have it confirmed that he has Parkinson's. Just something that they think. And the guy told my dad he can cure it.
That's not a thing. See, I want to slap that guy.
And not curable.
I want to slap him. And then if he's
why
like,
do you tell people that? You know?
and get
And then-
this jade egg and shove it up your hoo-ha.
Well, that's false advertising.
Ugh.
And then you sue, and they stop.
No, you don't sue because you're dead. Because the cancer got you.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
No, your kids sue.
Or they don't because
Nobody.
they
has
don't
time.
have anything because you blew all your money going down. It's just, yeah, I don't know. Super irritating. So I kind of just, bleh. But,
Yeah.
I
get it.
can listen to the other ones. Anyway, I started telling you, about Conan because I wanted to say about Michelle Obama. She had
Right.
such a, fresh take on, just getting away from politics and helping people,
Yeah.
Which
is what most people should do.
And, her, he asked her about, people are saying, they want you to run for president. And she's like, no, I'm not interested in doing that. I'm not interested in labeling myself with a D or a R because as soon as you do that, you've alienated half the country.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. I want to help people, and I'm just like, why can't more people think like that?
Yeah.
You know?
She's only in that position because her husband did label himself with a D or an R. And
No, and she
got
talks
rid of
about that. She talks about how, that's the system and that's what you have to do. But she's like, I don't have to participate in that now.
yeah.
I can work outside of that and do more good,
Mm-hmm. Totally.
So, I don't know. It was really nice. And I I always respected her, but I never have like really listened or like paid close attention to interviews and stuff with her. And I was just like really impressed with her.
Yeah. I've heard, lots of good things.
I get what all the rave is about. Also, I'm downloading her book. I put it on my Audible.
Oh, did you?
So I was like, I'm going to listen. She reads it herself. I love when authors read their own books.
Yes.
I don't know. Sometimes I like it when like Samuel Jackson reads books.
The one audiobook I think I've ever read was...
What does Samuel Jackson read?
Go the fuck to sleep.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
See Dick run. Dick runs fast. I'm sick of these motherfucking snakes.
No, there's like this guy does a whole book series, and it's like, why won't you fucking eat? And
Okay,
and
I can see that.
And
but I
why
mean,
the fuck don't you go to sleep? And Bryan Cranston does the why won't you fucking eat?
That's great.
That's a great one.
That's good. I just think that like memoirs, I like to hear in the author's voice.
Gotcha.
Well, then you're certain that you're getting the right inflection and everything, and they're saying it exactly the way they want to be saying it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the one, I don't know, she's a whole craze right now. Rachel Hollis.
Yes. I know you told us that you were not a fan.
And she read
you
her
did the
own
audiobook, right?
And I wanted to kill myself through the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's a lovely lady.
I bought that book hardcover so I could just read it myself based on what you told me. Because I was like, she's that annoying. I don't want to hear it.
I might have listened a bit more. I mean, I think she's just trying to like meet women where they're at. Like, it just seems so dumbed down.
Yeah.
Like, I think she could say what she's saying and be a bit more like, I don't know, normal, but I get it. I mean, you got to meet people where they're at, I guess, and all these little ladies are loving it and realizing that they're cool the way they are. So
yeah,
more power to them.
I have actually not started reading it because I haven't read anything in so long. It's depressing. But I know a lot of people and a lot of women that I respect and a lot of women that are very intelligent that love her stuff.
Yeah.
Love her books. So,
Maybe
I mean,
it's just me.
Yeah. Maybe she just has like a voice that it's not your favorite.
That could really be.
Do you want me to read it out loud to you?
But I'd like you to read it and tell me what you think.
You can borrow it and try to read it plain and see if your voice is better. I could just start leaving you voicemails a chapter at a time.
I should like play it for you.
Oh goodness. Yeah. Well, I would like to hear it.
These in here too, yeah.
I did, yeah. I'm like I said, I'm kind of mid reorganizing everything as I've been cleaning stuff out. I've also decided to like change some stuff up. So, did I tell you that I'm turning this into my she shed?
Yes.
So I just,
are you gonna make it a she shed?
I don't want it to be she sheer. I want it to be like cozier. I had brown curtains and brown rugs because 10 years ago I did my whole bedroom dark brown and teal, basically.
Okay.
I basically was just sick of looking at that, and it reminded me of a time in my life that I'm over.
Well, and that's really why I think I started moving to this neutral way, because I used to be the same way. I'm like very themed, and like I'd pick 2 colors or something, and everything was that, and I got sick of it so fast. And so that's why this whole neutral thing, I'm like, you can't get sick of white and gray and black.
Yeah. And you can add touches of color of things and then swap those out as you feel, or yes, the color was not as appealing to me any longer. And like, I think as I've gotten older, more muted things have been more appealing, especially in like decor. I used to pick like very bright things.
Yeah.
I still love red, and
that's fine.
That's kitchen red. Yeah, but so it was more like the emotional attachment memory of
Oh, okay.
those things that I was like, this needs to go away.
Yeah.
So I bought some new rugs and I got some new drapes.
Okay.
And I have a couple other things in the work. I bought some fabric to cover the chairs we're sitting in.
Okay.
Just a little this and that. Because I'm just gonna kind of reorganize and change things up a little bit. And I really want to make like a little spot in here where I can like be by myself and read,
That's nice.
you know? Because I can read in other places in the house, but not uninterrupted,
Yeah.
you know? And I don't mind if somebody comes in, but like the way this room is set up, I feel like I can be cozy and reading. And if somebody comes in, it's like, it's a very purposeful thing. It's not like people are just whooshing by, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Constantly, which is like anywhere else I sit and read, there's like this constant flutter of dogs, kids,
Yep.
just one husband,
Good.
people outside. I mean, it's just busy.
Yeah. I get you.
Yeah.
And now, okay, do you just get like your curtains and stuff from Amazon?
You know, I went to a whole bunch of stores and looked at curtains in real life because it is
Curtains are hard to order online.
Yeah, and I was like specifically trying to match a gray of curtains I had bought at Target
Okay.
in my front room. And I tried to order some online. They were a darker gray, and that's what I wanted. But then when I put them up next to them, like, you know how grays can go, they'll have a green tinge or a purple tinge or a blue tinge.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, these don't go together, you know?
Okay.
So I went and looked all over town, like Bed Bath & Beyond and JCPenney and, you know, just every little store I could think of. And I found curtains that I wanted at Bed Bath & Beyond. But most stores don't carry anything above 84 inch.
Okay.
So I did end up,
And you like the full floor to ceiling.
yeah, so I did end up ordering them online at Bed Bath & Beyond. And I found these that are in this room in the store, and I liked them, but when I got them, this was the only option of gray they had in the store.
Okay.
But online, they had several options. So I bought two because I knew I could return them in the store here. And when I got the dark gray, which is what I thought I wanted, and put it up next to the other curtains, I was like, oh, this is like too close, but not exact. So I ended up going with the lighter gray in the living room. And then I just saved two of the dark gray to put in here.
Yeah.
So,
Well, because my biggest issue, I would like curtains on my windows in the living room. They have 5 of them. Curtains are not cheap.
no,
For
they're
whatever
not.
the frick reason.
But I will say, I found these ones on clearance. So, like, the panels were like $25 a piece instead of $50 a piece. So it wasn't awful.
Yeah. Well, then you gotta buy the rods. So
Mhm.
everything times 5.
Right. I was going to tell you, I have some curtain rods I'm getting rid of, but nope, they won't match. You have 5. The good thing is those are small windows.
They're smaller.
Like,
and I don't want
width.
I don't want curtains that I would never close them.
It's just something to dress the window.
Because I
So-
feel like it would make my house look softer. I think
Yeah.
it just needs to. It just feels really harsh to me sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's like very like geometric and straight lines, hard lines. Yeah.
So
Well-
yeah, I want some softness.
The good thing about that then is that you only have to buy one for each side of the window. You don't have to buy enough to cover the window.
Right.
So that's nice. And
And
then
I can't decide if I want sheer or not sheer.
Right.
And then I think I want white, but then I always have that struggle in my head where I'm like,
how dirty is it going to get?
shit. White curtains, that sounds stupid. But I can't really get gray.
Once
'cause
you
I'm
have a toddler running
like, I
around
know.
with,
Spaghetti hands.
I'm like, finger paint that they got away from you. Or do you want to know the truth? It's going to be your mid-changing diaper. They grab a handful of poop and you're like, no, and you try to clean them. And then as you're reaching for the wipes, they just get up and run away and then smear it on That's real life.
Do I want kids?
That's real life, guys. Yeah. Okay. You have touches of blue. What about navy blue?
But then that just seems dark. I feel like it needs to be lightened up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because there was these
Your walls are dark gray.
Yeah. There's these really cool, like, velvet curtains at IKEA that were navy blue.
Ooh.
I wanted them so bad.
Like a movie theater or like a theater.
But they were also the most expensive curtains at IKEA. That's my other thing.
Of course.
I get hooked on something and then I look and it's literally the most expensive thing I could buy. And then that's the only thing I can picture in my mind from there on out.
Yeah. Do you remember the blue velvet love seat that you wanted?
Yep. I know I got a velvet thing going lately. Just like velvet.
The 70s are coming back?
Yeah.
No.
Nope.
So, here's a question. Do you want to have curtains like floor to ceiling?
Yes.
Okay. So, they're going to have to be long. My vote would be, if you're not going to close them anyways,
Just by fabric.
go with sheer. Because they'll lighten it up. They'll look soft. They won't be as heavy.
That's what I
They're
was kinda
easier
thinking.
to clean. They're very like toss them in the wash.
Yeah.
So you don't have to stress about that as much. Also, much cheaper.
Yeah.
Much cheaper. Like you can get sheer panels for like $15, $20.
Yeah.
And then you could pick out ones you want.
I just have to do it.
And then you just need 5.
I bought a litter
Times
genie.
2. Is that the little circly thing that cleans its own self?
Like a Roomba?
My sister-in-law helped take care of the kids in this family for a while, and she like lived with them, and they had like a self-cleaning litter box. It was like this weird circle thing, and the cat went in and did its business, and then it like swooped around and did something. I don't know. It was like crazy.
No, it's not that crazy. It's
Okay.
literally like it's based off a diaper genie.
Is it a tiny blue guy made out of litter?
No.
No.
It's not Will Smith.
That's not as exciting.
It's not Will Smith.
Oh, I don't know how I feel
I
about
don't either.
that.
I'm open-minded, but I don't
I
either.
know, I'm trying to be open-minded too, but like I have a soft spot now. I mean, especially now for Robin Williams because
That's
I'm like,
some
oh.
hard shoes to fill.
yeah,
The fact that he agreed to that is a bold move. And I'm going to go into it knowing it's not Robin Williams.
yes.
I've started to really
Is he
change my
gonna
life lately.
be animated.
Yes.
Okay,
Did you see the
no, I haven't watched it, but I was like, is he gonna be in Blueface?
Yep. Pretty much.
Yes, he is. Yeah, you got to watch the trailer. It's freaky. The trailer's great. I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god." And it's really like I haven't even seen the cartoon in a long time, but I was like, "Oh my gosh." I'm like, "That's
It's
that
just
scene.
like-
That's
yeah.
that scene. That's that scene." And then all of a sudden Will Smith popped up. I was like, "Oh,
Okay,
that's not that scene."
this is a different
So
person.
we'll see.
Yeah, okay.
But so I've been changing my life lately because I've just
so it's
been
a diaper genie for litter.
Yes, I don't know where I was going with changing my life, but yes, so it's a diaper genie for litter. So that my biggest problem with the litter box is I'm like, okay, I can scoop it every day, but I don't take the trash out every day.
Right.
Where am I putting this poop at? And then I
Right.
just end up not scooping it every day.
Right.
And then I go to bed and I can't sleep because I can like smell the litter box.
So this is how you're changing your life.
So I'm just gonna order this damn thing and see how it works. And if it doesn't work out, it's $20, right?
You just scoop it, put it in there, twist the thing. Next.
Yep. And then you take it out like once every 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh. I bet smart cat people, no offense.
All right.
Am I a not smart?
No, but that's what it was going to sound like when I finished my sentence.
You let your dog eat your cat's whiskers.
I bet.
I don't let him do that.
It just happens, Brad. I bet smart cat people have been using diaper genies like this forever. And then somebody was just like, oh, well, let's just straight up market this to cats. Well, I guess to cat people.
I was gonna say,
Cats
you
don't-
cats go buy this.
Cats don't have a lot of buying power. Huh. That is a very smart idea. Somebody's making bank off that. I wonder if it's the same company. If it's called Litter Genie.
Yeah, I mean, like it says something about how it's made after the diaper genie.
They got in on that multi-million-dollar cat market.
Yeah, but so I'm real excited about it.
Oh, I forgot about diaper genies. Son of a bitch. Just one more thing you need.
Well, and
It's exhausting.
that was always one of those things where I'm like, that's one of those things I'm not gonna get roped into.
Oh no, it's the best. You need that.
Okay.
I will buy you one. There is plenty of shit to not get roped into. You need that.
Like the heated.
No, that's
wipe
fucking
thing.
stupid. Bullshit.
God damn it. Every time somebody like even registers for one of those, I'm like, I'm not buying you that shit. That baby can have a cold ass wipe on their bum. They don't need heated wipes.
Do you know how many babies were born in the freaking snow back in pioneer days? Like, oh my goodness, they don't need heated wipes. It's so stupid. I lived where it was really freaking cold. You know what you do? You take the wipe out of the thing and you hold it in your hand for 5 seconds and then you wipe a baby. Or just get over it and they have a little cold tushy.
And they go,
You know, a cold, nice,
they squirm a little bit,
little
and guess
cold
what?
wipe.
They won't remember.
yeah, a little cold wipe might do you some good sometimes.
No 12-year-old is ever going to come up to you, Mom, I remember when you wiped my butt with a cold wipe. Traumatizing.
They might come up to you when they're 25 and they've been doing a lot of therapy and they're like, I found a repressed memory. And then you can say that's bullshit. Repressed memories are bullshit. It's not a thing.
They're not real.
It's not a thing. Scientifically proven. It was like a huge like fad in like the 80s and 90s that I was like, these repressed memories came out and now these people, and like they would like go prosecute people on things like that and everything. But psychology has come to find out that that's not really a thing.
Right.
So get over it.
Amen. Preach.
I love how I'm like have all the mental health issues and I'm like, get over it.
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
I'm specifically only saying get over it about cold butt wipes.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for the record.
But it's the genie that got me thinking about how I've been changing my life, because this Special Olympics trip, I went into it without expectations and without thinking it was going to run as smoothly as something that I would put together.
Right.
And not thinking that I wouldn't be waiting for a bus for 2 hours, and not thinking that I was going to get to do everything I wanted to do. And guess what? I had a great freaking time.
Yeah.
So that's like my new philosophy lately.
Lower
I'm going
your
into things
expectations.
without
Yeah.
expectations.
Yes.
So I'm going into Aladdin without expectations that the genie is going to be anything like Robin Williams.
True. It is very true. Like, and I usually say it in kind of a jaded fashion, but yeah, if you don't have expectations, you won't be disappointed. So that's a life lesson, kids.
Yeah.
And on that note,
Yeah.
let's close it.
I think we're out.
Don't expect anything out of this podcast, and you would really love it.
Yeah, lower your expectations could be our like
slogan. Let's at least change it up a bit. Like, hope for the best, but expect the worst.
No. Booze and glues.
Lower
your expectations.
Don't aim too high.
Brad, quit trying to change our slogan. It's lower your expectations.
I'm pretty sure what we said was hilarious, so just stop.
We're the funny ones, remember? All right, people. We'll post some garage sale pictures. It's going to be a blast. And drink up.
You have craft to do.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.